Okay, Tansi subscribers, my cousins, Niksokwex, how are you? I just wanted to bring you all a little bit of a different video today, and this is kind of going to be a monthly thing at the end of the month. What I want to do is to be able to share with you different Aboriginal themed, Indigenous themed events going on in the city of Calgary as well as in southern Alberta, if I can find the information for that. If you would like to have your event shared in one of my videos, then you can definitely email it to me by using the link below at indigenousbusyness@gmail.com, and I will definitely try and include that for you. Please, about before the last week of the month, every month for that month, but you can also send me events that are happening in January, etc., etc. And if you haven't already subscribed and you would like to join our little family and become one of my cousins, then definitely hit the subscribe button below and become part of the family. Okay, let's get started then. Today actually kicks off the start of the Indigenous Awareness Week festivities at MRU. So you can see a link below in the description box, and that is where you'll find more information on those events going on this week. November 1st is the deadline for Inspire scholarships and bursaries, and these are open to both post-secondary as well as apprenticeship and tradespeople. There are some differences within the apprenticeship and trades requirements, so just make sure you read those in the description below. There is a link so you can apply. Pretty sure if you are just starting on it or you're just finishing things up, you still have time. November 1st is also the second day of the Indigenous Awareness Week's festivities happening at MRU, so definitely go check that description out, and their calendar is posted below. November 2nd to 4th are the events at MRU, so you can see that calendar once again. And November 4th, actually, at the UC, they are also having their big kind of community event, which I will be attending. I do think registration is closed now, but if anyone would like a recap on that, maybe we can talk. So it's towards an Indigenous strategy, and that's going to be happening from 8:30 to 4:30, and basically what they'll be doing is just talking to different stakeholders in the communities around creating their Indigenous strategy for the school. Also on November 4th, there is the Alberton 11th Annual Tiny Tots Powwow, and that's going to be happening at Marlborough Community Center from 5 to 8:30. And there is actually, I believe, possible vendor space still available, so if you contact Alberton and maybe get in touch with them, you may be able to sell your stuff there. If you are an artist or a vendor, yeah, there's possibly still vendor space available the last time I checked. And on November 5th, there is the MRU Fall Convocation, and within that they also host their graduate powwow. So it's the 22nd annual Honoring Graduates Powwow, which will also be happening on that day, and it's going to be happening in the Wickham Student Center, and not sure about time exactly, but you can definitely check the link down below. I've included it, and see when that's happening. And it is also open to all, and there also may be some free vendor space there for any entrepreneurs or artists that want to attend. Okay. November 6th, there will be a march on the Peace Bridge, and it's being called the Mother Earth's Protectors Prayer Walk. And it's in solidarity with Standing Rock and the water protectors down there. It's happening from November 7th to the 13th in the Calgary and southern Alberta areas. On November 7th, The first of several student community engagements for the UOC's Indigenous Strategy will be taking place, and this event takes place from 3:30 to 5:30, and this event is only open to undergrad or graduate students at the UOC, and you can sign up using the link below to get all the necessary details about location, etc. Also on November 7th, there is an opportunity for Métis community members in Lethbridge to have their voice heard through a survey. You can be a part of the survey conducted by the Spirit Staffing Group and the Rupertsland Institute. And what the survey is looking for is input on the skills required for the economy as it strengthens and changes. And this will be happening from 5:30 to 7:30, again in Lethbridge, Alberta. There is also one in Lethbridge for employers that day from 2 to 4:30. So if you are an Aboriginal employer or you own your own business, etc., you can actually go and take part in that. I don't have location information because you do have to sign up. I did post each poster down below so you can see that and choose which one you want to go to. Okay. On November 8th, it's the same sort of survey, but this one will be for Pincher Creek Métis community members. Again, it takes place from 5:30 to 7:30 in Pincher Creek. And also on that day in Lethbridge, they will be hosting a survey for educators and people working in the nonprofit field for the same kind of survey from 8:30 to 10:30. Again, you guys just have to sign up. There are the posters below that have all of the contact information on how to get involved with that. On November 9th, again, Pincher Creek, they will be hosting another survey opportunity for educators and nonprofit fields from 8:30 to 10:30, only in Pincher Creek, not Lethbridge this day, which is November 9th. Another opportunity for employers that day, also in Pincher Creek, from 2 to 4:30 to have your voice heard on that survey. Also on November 9th, they will be doing another one of their Indigenous student strategies at the UOC for undergrad and graduate students, and you can register using the link below. It's a different link for the date of November 9th and for November 7th, so just make sure you click the right link. And other than that, for that week, there's not much else going on, but of course November 11th is Remembrance Day, and remember just to give us a moment of silence because we have had First Nations, Métis, and Inuit vets that have served before, and it would just be nice to maybe attend an event or just give a moment of silence that day. November 14th to the 20th. On November 14th is the deadline to register for an event that is being put on by Parent Link Center in Calgary. It is a 3-day event happening at the end of the month from November 28th to the 30th. And basically what you will be doing is you will learn to make a traditional capote jacket with Dorothy. Just call to register by November 14th, and the number to call is 403-240-4642. I'll also include that in the description below, and it's extension 301. So you can call them there. I'm not sure if there's a cost involved, but yeah, check it out if you're interested in making your own capote jacket. Moving on November 15th, the UFC Native Center is hosting their monthly Cree Grandmothers Tea Ceremony, and this is an all-women's ceremony, and you do need to bring a long skirt as well as a blanket to sit on. If you call Cheryl at the Native Center, you can get a skirt. You can borrow a skirt or a blanket too from her because she has extras. On November 16th is another one of the Indigenous Strategies for students at the U of C, so that one's taking place from 3:30 to 5:30, and you'll see the link below to register. Also on that date, they will be doing a survey here in the city of Calgary for the Spirit Staffing and Rupertsland Institute survey that I spoke about at the beginning of the video. It's for Métis people. It's 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. in Calgary. For employers, it's 2 to 4:30 in Calgary on November 16th. And again, those links are below to register for that. On November 17th, there will also be another survey for the nonprofit and educational fields here in Calgary from 8:30 to 10:30, being put on again by Spirit Staffing and the Rupertsland Institute. On November 20th, there will also be an event that is What is Cultural Appropriation, taking place at the Legion downtown Calgary, I believe. And Danny Black, who is the manager at Red X Talks, will actually be in attendance and speaking at that event, and also a few other organizations around the city. So I think it'll be a good one, and it's from 1 to 3 p.m. I believe. So afternoon, Sunday afternoon. Everyone should be able to make it. You can see the actual Facebook page down in the description box. Events happening from November 21st to the 27th. Alright, well, on November 21st, Inclusion Works actually kicks off. And it's kind of about how to kind of integrate more people into the more Indigenous people into the workforce, and kind of strategies around that, making people feel welcome, diversity, all of that good stuff. I will be at that actually, and I'm very excited, and I believe you can still register for certain events or whatever. On November 22nd, there will be a launch of a coloring book, who my friend Caleb, who's also from my reserve, he is actually going to be featured in that coloring book, and I will have more information on that launch for you in the description box as soon as I can get it from him. But it will be happening at MRU, and yeah, I think it'll be really great. Books are about $20, I believe, so great thing for Christmas for your little ones. On November 23rd, there will be a social media boot camp, it's called, for Aboriginal entrepreneurs, and that is happening. That is being put on by Business Link here in Calgary, so I'll include the description down below. Also on November 23rd, there will be the Canadian Council of Aboriginal Business, Aboriginal Connections, and Keynote reception happening in Calgary. There are member rates, Aboriginal member rates, non-member rates, and student rates available if you would like to attend this reception. It's a great opportunity for networking, and it's supposed to be a big event, and it'll be probably a really nice event. It's going to be at the Hyatt Regency, and you can still buy tickets for that. November 21st wraps up Inclusion Works, and yeah, it'll be pretty fun. November 25th, there will be the Southern Alberta Indigenous Youth Awards. So what these awards are doing are trying to really just give gratitude to our youth who are ages 13 to 21 who are making a difference in our community. And I don't know if you can still nominate, but you may be able to. They may have extended it, but you can definitely still buy tickets for this event on November 25th. Another cool event going on November 25th is the Electric Powwow is coming back to Calgary with a tribe called Red, and you know, they've just released their new album Hallucinations, so I think it'll be a really, really fun time, and I will be there. So also happening on the November 25th is the deadline for the Potash Corp Awards, which are for high school students, and basically this is in partnership with the Aboriginal Financial Officers Association of Canada. And what this scholarship gives is $5,000 as well as an opportunity to go speak at their national conference, which I think is a really, really, really big opportunity for a youth to get themselves out there and to really speak their mind. For the end of the month, from November 28th to November 30th, like I said, there is that Capote workshop that will be going on in Southeast Calgary, so you just need to go and call that number that was at the beginning of the video, as well as it's in the description box below, and you can make your own Capote jacket for those 3 days. I'm sorry if I forgot any events or didn't mention any that are going on that are important. Another thing to look out for that I just wanted to touch on was the Treaty 7 Filmmakers Collective. They have just started this month here in Calgary, and they will be having monthly meetings, and you can follow them on their Instagram or their Facebook, and I'll link those in the description box below as well. But they haven't set a meeting date for November yet, but that will be coming up, so look out for that. Yeah. Again, if I missed any events, please just let me know. I can definitely add it to the description box below afterwards. And if you have an event coming up in the city of Calgary, Southern Alberta, you can also send to me through my business email, and I will try to include it in my future videos. And it could be for next month, it could be for 2 months, 3 months, anything. So thank you. If you enjoyed this video, and there's so many cool events going on that you can attend if you're ever bored or you wanna maybe meet new people in the Calgary Aboriginal community, this is a great way to do it. So yeah, I hope to see you at some of these events, as I will be attending a lot of them. So I'll see you then.